Happy Goddess Temple Sunday, beautiful. Oh my goodness, I am so excited to be here with you today. I'm Abiola, and I'm the founder of the Spiritpreneur Guru Academy. Take our free spiritual selling secret success class now at richgoddess.club. The link again is richgoddess.club. Okay, let's get today started. Let's talk about how to make a comeback. If you live long enough in your life, you are going to need to know how to make a comeback. Greetings, Coach Roz. The starting over coach is in the house. If you need to know how to make a comeback, she is someone who can absolutely help you. We see that Annabelle Kitty Cat is also in the house. She can help you make a comeback. She has certainly helped me. Hello, Goddess Giovanna. Hello, Goddess Courtney. Yes. So let's talk about how to make a comeback. Thank you for the hearts. Because again, like I said, if you live long enough, there will be times where you need a reset. Raise your hand and testify if you have been there. Don't leave me out here where you feel like, okay, I gotta rewind and just begin again. Okay, so let's talk about it. Greetings, Goddess Diana, Grand Rising, Goddess Courtney. So, a bit of housekeeping. The next 2 Sundays, I will not be able to be in Goddess Temple Sunday with you because I will be in Belize with goddesses like Goddess Courtney. We will be at the Goddess Pray Love Belize retreat, and I'm so excited. And so I brought you some of that love to share. I want to introduce you to, this is the Rose Quartz Crystal Ball, which Coach Kaylin, who is here, who will also be in Belize, is familiar with, because we also had this beautiful crystal, has the energy from Bali, from the Goddess Pray Love Bali retreat. This beautiful crystal has been with me around the world, setting off alarms in airports from London to South Korea. And I always know exactly, because I carry it in my carry-on, when they're like coming to the side, I'm like, it's a crystal ball. Like, I have a whole thing. I just give them. So all of this beautiful energy of this beautiful rose quartz crystal ball, which we pass around as in lieu of a talking stick, right? Because this holds feminine energy. Rose quartz is the energy of love. I just want to give gratitude for us being here today, for us having the ability to talk about how to make a comeback. And I ask that my words be guided and I'm able to share with you exactly what you are in need of today. Yes. Amen. Ashe. And so it is. Goddess Kenny, thank you so much. She says the sofa looks lovely. Yes, we have to name her. I think we have to name, you can't have a pink velvet sofa and not name her. So we will name her. Goddess Giovanna says, wow, such magic. Yes, oh my goodness. This crystal ball is so charged up, and I offer her energy to you as well. So my loves, let me know if in life you have ever felt the need to make a comeback, to kind of erase everything, begin again, and be like, allow me to reintroduce myself, or kaboom, guess who stepped in the room? There is no shame in that. I have had to make many comebacks from times where I shut down my whole business and said, all right, I'm out. I'm not doing this anymore. Having to make a comeback after that, to having, broken off engagements. Here's your ring. Deuces. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord spit you, right? Right? To, divorce, etc. It is a part of life. And we've been talking about mental health and, our capacity to keep going, which is really, really what it is. Every day we open our eyes and we are making a comeback right then. You have a chance when you open your eyes in the morning to do something different. And if your life feels stuck, this is very controversial. Thank you for the hearts. It is only because we are making it stuck. As we see the sun rises and sets, right? The whole earth is on a cycle. Everything is on a cycle. We go through seasons. Things are changing, but often we're in our comfort zone. And so we keep changing everything back to the same thing. It's familiar, the same relationships, the same conversations, the same stuff, right? Over and over and over again. And we don't want to do that. We do not want to do that. Trust me, you do not. I have, beautiful people in my family whom I love and adore, but could tell you about a beef that happened in 1968 before they came to the United States, like it just happened, right? Like, and then I was going to the airport and she said, and you're like, what? Like, so we do not want that. With all love, to those who came before us and the things that they experienced. And so how do we honor our past and learn from our past, right? Without being stuck, and then make a comeback. So number one, release the illusion of perfectionism. Somebody write this down, put this in the comments. Release the illusion of perfectionism. A lot of us, I see all the smart, beautiful ladies here in the audience, are used to, grew up with, the illusion of like making things pretty or making things nice or having the right answer, right? The right answer. What do you do in school, in classic education, the way that we were all educated, a bell rings, it tells you where to go, you show up on time to that bell, you are rewarded. You raise your hand, you got the right answer, you are rewarded. By doing things right, doing things correctly, following the rules, you are rewarded. Well, here's the deal about being an adult. All right, hit the share button because you're going to need people on your timeline to know this. Hit the share button. I'll wait. Hit the share button. Perfection is tyranny against the self. Following the rules is tyranny against the self. Sure, some rules will work for you, and that's great. You take what works for you in your life and release the rest. We have to see beyond the matrix. Let's get metaphysical here for a second. Even, for example, I was just talking about school, right? Most people went to schools where the bell rang and you had to go somewhere. Why did that happen, right? We have to question, why were we taught the way that we taught? The bell rang because the people who created the public education system in the United States were training people to work in factories. So if they wanted you to work in a factory, the bell rings, you got to learn how to move on to the next thing. Okay. And so if right now you are living in our culture where there is, unfortunately no factory system to speak of, this is a deficit in your life. The idea of being perfect will keep you stuck because there's no way that you can be perfect. Look at a field of flowers, right? Look at a field of flowers, the beauty of the Creator. They are wild and messy. And some, if you look at fruits, the way that fruits grow naturally before they are, honed and, homogenized for our consumption. Some are small, some are big, they're different colors, they're odd, they're weird, they're fun, they're messy. Embrace the messiness of life. Embrace the messiness of your life. Because if, again, you are wanting to make a comeback, if you are needing to make a restart, and you start again from that illusion, being rooted in that illusion of I'm going to create some kind of perfectionism, you're just creating another box for yourself. And if you create another box for yourself, you're going to need to free yourself from it in a little bit. So instead of that, come to your life with the beauty of, okay, I know that this is going to be messy, and I embrace that, with this new comeback, this new truth, this new earth that I'm creating for myself. I will embrace that. Yes, Goddess Jamie. Goddess Jamie says schools are still created in order to indoctrinate the people. Absolutely. Absolutely. But the beautiful thing is now you get to reparent yourself, and now you get to indoctrinate yourself. And so the second thing that I want you to know when it comes to making a comeback is that happiness is an inside job. And so, the nature of humanity is discontent. So even when we get exactly what we want, just know that, yeah, you're going to want something else, right? So I moved into a new apartment. It's really exciting. And I'm like, well, but I'm still a couple of blocks. Why am I a few blocks from the park? Like, why am I not overlooking the park? I have to walk to the park. It is human nature. It is human nature. So you want to squeeze the joy out of every moment and realize that happiness never comes from external things. It doesn't come from having the perfect body or the perfect relationship or the perfect home or the perfect anything. Because again, what? Perfectionism does not exist. And as we're seeing, we're seeing the dismantling of all of this, and we're seeing that, in another time period, say, when my mom grew up and she was watching movies and, and seeing the people that she admired, there was just the illusion, right? They didn't know about like real people and real issues that they're having. We are able to see beyond that veil and see that everyone is just like us. You're me, I'm you, we're all in this together. And so happiness, again, it has to be, you need to create that within yourself. And the way that you do that is by reaching for, because happiness may feel too elusive, it may feel like this big word, but every day reach for joy, reach for pleasure, reach for fun, reach for laughter. If you can laugh once a day, if you can have a pleasurable experience where you're like, oh, that was pure pleasure. If you can have fun once a day, then you are on your way to building happiness into your life, okay? Because like I said, happiness may feel like too big a word, all right? Number 3, if you are wanting to make a comeback in your life, this is really important. There's a decision, and I don't know what that decision is for you, but somewhere in your life where you are feeling stuck, the way out of that stuckness is a decision. That limbo is horrible. Whether it is limbo with a job or a relationship or a conversation that needs to be had, or, whatever it is, you have to break out of that limbo. Sometimes it's something little, like it's just a little decision that you need to make. And what it really means is that you need to take a risk. Take the leap. Don't wait for it to all be figured out. It will never be figured out. Take the leap. Make the decision, whatever it is. Decide your way out of it. Decide your way out of it. Choose something. And again, it's no guarantee that it's going to work out, but there's never a guarantee. There's never, ever, ever a guarantee, okay? Put that in the comments. Life does not include guarantees. It just doesn't. It doesn't. So if you're waiting to know that it's going to work out in the end, what is going to work out in the end is that, you will come to the end of your life at some point in time, right? Because we're all here, spiritual beings having this human experience. We're all here temporarily. And you will have to then decide for yourself, like, okay, was it worth it? Did I live my joy? Did I live my truth? Did I live my truth? Which brings me to the next thing that you need to consider if you are wanting to make a comeback in your life. Know that you can't live for other people. You can't live for other people, whether they are, your partner or your parents or your children, as much as you might want to, or your friend group or your culture or whoever. You cannot live for others. And the number 1 regret of the dying is this really, really powerful book called Regrets of the Dying, written by a hospice nurse who interviewed people as they were on the deathbed. And the number 1 regret was people saying, I wish that I had lived my life for me the way that I wanted to instead of for the people around me. Oh my God. Do you want that? We don't want that. You absolutely don't want that. And so if you are going to make a comeback in your life, you have to realize that, okay, I'm going to do it for me. I'm going to do it for me. Yes, Goddess Courtney, it is a wonderful book written by a hospice nurse. It's called Regrets of the Dying. I'm going to put it here in the comments. Regrets of the Dying. Yes. You do not want to come to the end of your life and feel like you still had some of your music in you. You do not want to come to the end of your life and feel like, okay, I did it all their way. Oh, no, you want to be like, I did it my way. You want to be like, I turned off the ringer on the phone. Right? You want to do it your way. You want to do it your way. And so whatever that means, when you make this decision and you say, okay, I'm making a comeback, I want you to step out boldly. I want you to name it and claim it and be like, here I am. Here's what I'm doing. Like, say, for example, you're making a comeback and now you are declaring yourself to be a writer, right? Because if you want to be a writer, what do? You got to write. Just write, right? And there you go. You're a writer. So I want you to step out in a big way. You know, no need to tiptoe out. No need to test it out and see what this person thinks or that person thinks. Declare it and be it. Declare it and be it. Yes, I'm a writer, and start to live your life from that point of view. Stop doing it piecemeal or little by little or whatever it is. Yes, Goddess Anita says she has Frank Sinatra singing in her head. Yes, do it your way. Is that the same song? Regrets? I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. Is that the same song? Yes, do it your way. Oh, yes, Goddess Linda says, DJ Jazzy Jeff said, die with nothing left. Yes, put it all out there. Blood on the dance floor. Leave the blood on the dance floor, okay? Live it right now, all of it. And will some people in your life feel like, okay, this is too much, this is not what I signed up for? I like docile, peaceful her who was going along with the status quo and, you know, who was still responding to life like there were factory bells ringing. Will some people say that? Yes, they will. But here's the great thing. Good. So you can root them out. Right? Because it's a big earth with almost 8 billion people. And so there are other people who want to know you, who want to know the real you, who want to know the emerged you, who want to know the powerful you, who want to know the you who's going to step through. Where's my crystal ball go? Who's going to step through, you know, an airport and have the alarms going off and be like, oh, that's just my crystal ball. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right, everybody. Don't worry about it. It's my crystal ball. Thank you. Right? Be yourself, whatever that self means. And again, don't worry about what other people are going to think. Other people, yes, some of them will be genuinely nervous because they care about you and they love you and they support you. And that support, unfortunately, sometimes may feel like constraints. It may feel like they're squeezing you down. It may feel like they're keeping you small. And if it's out of love and it's genuine, then just have a conversation and just be like, look, I know that you are concerned. I know that you care, but you know me to be, you know, a capable, intelligent person, right? So, you know, it's all good. It's all good. Just have a conversation and just let them know. Let them know. You don't have to have it all figured out. You're not waiting to not be afraid, because you will still be afraid. It will still be scary. It will still be messy. And that is the design of life. And so, again, whatever it is that you are wanting to be, if you are declaring yourself to be a coach or whatever, go today, put up a Facebook page and put in your title, coach. Then go get your, you know, then you can get your training, your certification, whatever, figure it out. Join the Spiritpreneur Guru Academy with me or whatever. But today I want you to declare it. Declare it. Figure out the rest on the back end. Because if you keep waiting to figure it all out, to put it all out there, it ain't gonna happen. It's not going to happen. And the beauty of life is that when you step out, when you hold your arms open to life and say, yes, I am willing. I am opening my arms. I am wanting. I am needing. I am desiring. That is the force of creation. That is the force of creation. Yes. Oh my goodness. Goddess Linda Wellness Warrior, you will soar in the Spiritpreneur Warrior Business Sisterhood, also known as the Spiritpreneur Guru Academy. Doors open back up when I come back from Belize, actually. I thought I was going to try to sneak in an opening for you guys before I left, but in good self-care of moving Planning an international retreat. Doors will open up as soon as I come back. However, Goddess Linda, I know your magic. And so if you are wanting to get a 2-week jump on it, let me know. I will send you a link and you can have 2 weeks of advanced self-study before I get back. But when I get back from Belize, doors will open to the Spiritpreneur Guru Academy. Yes, Coach Ross says, grow as you go. Just get started. Just get started. Absolutely. Ooh, Goddess Courtney suggested a name for the couch, Sparkle. Let's try that out, Sparkle. I'm here with Sparkle. Yes, I think that may be good. Yes, I like that. I like that. Let's think about that. So Goddess Giovanna declares herself, I am a spiritual business owner who gives spiritual guidance, heals, coaches, and guides women to rebirth themselves. I work for myself, creating the freedom and abundance that I desire. Yes, she does. And she just opened her new healing center. Yes, this is one of my beautiful goddesses. Goddess Giovanna, put your town. Is it North Carolina? Put your town and your city right now. Let's do a Yellow Pages listing. If people are wanting their Reiki readings, etc., from Goddess Giovanna, put a link. Where can they get it? Put a link right now. Brag on yourself. Brag on your work. Brag on your gifts. Brag on your gifts. Look at, again, if you walk by a field of flowers, is the creator not showing off? Is the creator not showing off? Like, look at these white roses. Like, oh my goodness, is the creator not showing off? Like, if you have gifts, there is nothing shallow or pretentious about reveling in them and enjoying them, enjoying the beauty of your life. Your heart is true, okay? If you're coming from a for real place, then we feel that energy. That is totally different than somebody who's coming from a shallow energy trying to create, an Instagram illusion. When you're coming from true spirit, true source, heart chakra, we know you to be true. And when you're coming from that place, there is absolutely nothing wrong, but everything right with saying, oh my goodness, here's what I offer into the world. Here's what my gifts are. I'm excited about them. I am proud of myself. I am loving up on me because you, and let's make this actually the last point about trying to make a comeback, which is really important. You're teaching the world how to treat you. You right this minute are teaching us, teaching the people around you who you are and how to treat you. And so if you feel like, oh my goodness, why are all of these people treating me like crap? Stop teaching them to treat you like crap. Stop allowing and accepting that. Raise the standards for who you are and who you are on this planet and how you appear and what is acceptable and what's not. The buck starts and stops with you. And so by Goddess Giovanna declaring herself into her life and saying, yes, here I am moving as the owner of, this spiritual healing center, the reaction and the way that we're going to interact with her is going to be different. She has declared herself to be powerful. She has declared herself, and not powerful external power. That's not what we're talking about. We are talking internal power. We're talking heart chakra power, which science is showing that the heart is so much more powerful even than the brain, which is not what we knew in previous generations. So Coach Roz, another one of my goddesses, is declaring, I am Coach Roz, the starting over coach for women over 40 who are ready to reignite their dream of entrepreneurship. Yes, starting over coach, Coach Roz. So how do we deal with her in the world now that she has declared herself with that? How, when she goes now to interact, say, with her children or her partner or her family or whoever, right? The people that she works with, and she's coming rooted from a place of I am the starting over coach. Not I might be the starting over coach, or I'm gonna be the starting over coach, or I'm kind of thinking about maybe possibly wanting to at some point be the starting over coach. No, right? Or I coulda, I'll catch it next time, I'll catch it next time around. No, you won't. And I'm sorry to say that. It breaks my heart to say that. But tomorrow doesn't come. The power is in the present moment. And that is the most important thing to know if you are wanting to make a comeback. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen next week, next month, next year. It's going to happen right now, right today. You declaring it today and then living it, breathing it, embodying it, even if you don't know what the outcome will be. All right? Yes? Yes. Goddess Courtney says, yes, she's got to let go of that Facebook illusion, that Instagram illusion. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, Goddess Giovanna shares her wise words, and Goddess Courtney says she watches her live videos. Yes, beautiful. Goddess Tracy, yes, another one of my Spiritpreneur goddesses is in the house. Let me brag on Goddess Tracy for a second. Y'all know I love to brag on my beautiful clients. So Goddess Tracy has been shining in this world for a very long time. If you need to get your womb together, my love, or your womb space, all right, whether or not the actual equipment is still there, if you need to get your womb or your womb space together, then you need to check out Goddess Tracy Bryant Swift, right? Let me pronounce her last name correctly. The husband's gonna be like, why you always get the Bryant part right, not the Swint? Tracy Bryant Swint, all right? She will help you to get your womb in alignment with her incredible academy, her in-person. She does everything that you need, from your yoni steaming to she's got some sweet yoni tea. Yes, some sweet yoni tea. You definitely want to look into this goddess and the beauty of what she's doing, of, you know, Goddess Tracy and the magic she's making in the world, and Goddess Giovanna and Goddess Allison is, again, the power is in the present moment. Somebody put that in the comments right now. The power is in the present moment. Click and share this on your timeline, right? So that people can see, wow, okay, she's brand new. She just declared whatever. Yes, share it on your timeline. Be the positivity you wish to see. Yes, okay, so Linda, Wellness Warrior, is declaring herself into the world. She says, I am the most powerful words on the planet, right? I am Linda, Wellness Warrior. I am a yoga educator and wellness coach for women experiencing dissatisfaction with their bodies. Release habits that are no longer serving you and embrace the greater. Yes. And she has her website, LindaWellnessWarrior.com. Yes. Yes. Do you see the power and beauty out there? You see your sisters who are waiting for you. And so if, you know, for example, your Friday night drink out sisters, right? You go hang with your Friday night drink out sisters and you're like, I am such and such, and I am now in the world empowering women to do this, that, and the other. And they're like, oh, word. So you think apple martinis, they still have that? They still make that? Like, you know, like they're still on that. I want you to get up, walk away from the table, because as you see, there are goddesses in the world who are in alignment with you. People who are in alignment with you. Push away from the table. If you got to say, you know, I'm going to the bathroom, I'll be right back, and you can text them from the Uber. Text them from the Uber and let them know this is where we part ways. This is where we part ways, because the biggest part of making a comeback is realizing that some parts of your life will no longer fit. And that's why we get scared. We get scared of the unknown. But as you see on the other side, there are other goddesses to know, other friends, you know, all of you who are coming with me to Belize will be able to be empowered by meeting like-minded sisters, or even in our Facebook group at imanifestmagic.com. Head into the Facebook group and meet some incredible sisters there. Life is too beautiful to stay stuck with the people who are not seeing you for who you are. All right? You got this, my loves. You can make a comeback. I have done it numerous times, and so can you. Remember, a setback is a setup for a comeback, right? That's our mantra for this week. A setback is a setup for a comeback. I see you. I see your comeback, and I embrace your magic. You got this. You are beautiful. You are worthy. You are enough. You are enough. You are enough. All right, my beauties. Enjoy this beautiful, beautiful day and your gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, ugly, messy, incredible life. Be seen, be heard, be a movement. Until the next video. Namaste, goddesses. Namaste. Yay!